If you have been following along, I'm doing this thing that I am calling the Caleb Ralston experiment. Who is he? He's a branding expert behind some of the biggest, most successful brands out there, people you've heard of, people you've seen online, and has a free course on YouTube. Just go to his YouTube channel, check it out. It's a 6-hour video walking you through a workbook which you download. And that's free as well. And this guy really knows his stuff. You have to trust me on this. I've been through a lot of these exercises, and this is very similar, but I believe better because it's asking all the right questions for where I am right now. I've been working on a lot of different things, and my hope is that this will help me narrow all of these down, find out what's most important to me, and then I will move forward from there. So if you're starting a business, this will definitely help you. If you want to make your social media account bigger, this will help you. If you're an influencer or want to be one, this will help you. Or if you're just a shitty person, I hope this helps you stop being less shitty. By the way, if you do download it, if you do watch the video, I suggest do this for me. Watch all the commercials in there, okay? Don't skip past them. This guy offered this course up for free. Let's at least give him some respect and watch the commercials so he can make some money off this, all right? And I also want to thank Caleb for messaging me on my YouTube post. I mean, he's the only guy that messaged me. How cool is that? So thank you, Caleb, and I do hope to meet you one day. And I just want to thank you, man. Thank you so much. As I'm sitting here in rainy Seattle right now, just getting to work on this whole thing. Now, I'm going to briefly go over some of the aspects, all right, that he has in his workbook that is already helping me achieve my goal. I'm going to be honest and just show you the raw stuff that I'm going through, so in hopes that you won't be so afraid to go through this, all right? This is the first part he does about defining your brand. And personally, I feel like I'm in the right place at the right time on this whole idea that I have right now, because basically, in my vision, not being an asshole is probably the most punk thing you can do right now. All right? I am ready to go ahead and fight the norm. There are questions you need to ask yourself that he puts in his workbook, which I have on the ground right here, okay? What needs to change is one of the questions. That's going to help you figure out what lane you want to go in. What do you see that others don't? That's just going to go ahead and verify and give you that push you need to go ahead and go for that change that you see. And then, of course, why do you feel the need to act, which I think is the most important thing. And then coming up with a plan, obviously, to act is a big deal. Nobody cares about normal people. This is my thinking right now, okay? And that's, I believe, what needs to change. Everybody else is getting pushed aside for all these frauds out there, for AI, for all kinds of stuff. And the world is getting less and less real. And I need real in my life. And I know there are other people out there that feel the same way. And I believe that a lot of this shows overall acceptance from people to go ahead and live a small life. These self-help gurus out there, they really don't care. They don't give a damn. Just reach out to one of them. Go ahead and message one of them a few times. See if they ever get back to you. They really don't care. They are arrogant enough to think that they have all the answers. Nobody has all the answers. You have the answers. You just got to trust yourself and then go for them. The truth is, it's an incestual thing, this self-help industry is. They're all sharing each other's stuff. They're all going on each other's shows. They're all banging one another. I've heard rumors. I've heard them out there, and I'm over it. I'm over all of them. I have deleted every one of their accounts. I believe I have. If not, I'm going to. Okay, I've started doing that. I see talented, gifted people every single where I go. People absolutely blow me away. Just regular people. I see them doing a good deed, or I see them playing some music on a corner, or I see them working hard in a coffee shop and studying something. it really, truly touches me. People blow me away. And they don't go for it, a lot of them, because somewhere they started to believe what the world was telling them. They're too old. They're not smart enough. They're the wrong gender. They're the wrong race. They're the wrong blah, 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 blah. And then it's real easy to accept those lies, basically, than to suffer through all the disappointment that comes with going for it. Okay, there is disappointment along the way. This is a very frustrating, disappointing time for me, but I'm fighting through it. And I know this because I've been through this before. I know this is part of the process. Is every time I go through this, that disappointment window narrows smaller and smaller all the time. So it's getting much easier for me to go ahead and go through these processes. But people do. They just stop dreaming. It's easier to stop dreaming than it is to, because you don't want to feel like you're fooling yourself. And I've felt like that many times. Okay. But in going with Caleb's questions here, what do I see that others don't? I see a media that rewards jerks. They just do hate, division, sensationalism. That's the hot commodity right now. That is the lane that you want to go in if you want a quick buck. I don't want a quick buck. I want to be me, and I want to create a bunch of people who feel the same way I do. And all the others, trust me, I know there's a lot of others out there that don't, but they're not for me, and I'm not for them. I get it. Okay. So I feel the need to act. I need to create a bright spot, I believe, in people's lives. I want a sleaze-free place that has some humor and real levity to it for true connections like I was talking about. A place where we throw it all out there, in a place where everybody gets to be heard and everybody gets a little shine on them. All right. The next little chapter they have is, what do I believe that others don't? Okay. These are all very important questions to ask yourself when you're trying to put together a plan. What do I believe that others don't? What about my personality stands out? These are all the questions that he has in his workbook. What do people compliment me on? So I can lean into that. Believe it or not, some people do take some time out of their days to say nice things to me. And most of them don't, because that's what they do. I love that saying about, anyway, I'm not going to get into that. Why should an audience care about the idea that I have? Why should I? My answers to all of those questions are as follows. All right. I know people are frustrated. I hear it. I talk to people a lot that they think that giving up on their dreams and blowing up is, I left a note for myself. Where is it? They think that giving up on their dreams and blowing up who they really are is kind of a way to be humble. It's like, well, I don't want to, who am I to think, that imposter syndrome thing? Who am I to think that I get to do this, what other people are doing? Well, I got news for you. You are. If you are given an idea, that idea just didn't come out of nowhere. That idea came from your soul, that came from the universe, it came from God, whatever you want to believe. And you got to act on it, okay? Nobody, God, the universe, yourself, you are not going to fool yourself with an idea only to talk yourself out of it later. You're not here. We are not here to be a fly on the wall. We're not here to be brainwashed. We're just here to figure out what it is, and that's what I am. I'm here to help you guys figure out what it is that makes you great, that makes you feel good. My personality has proven this time after time. And I'm not afraid to have these conversations. And I'm going to do so without all the douchey guru crap. I can't stand that stuff. I'm going to do it with humor, no judgment, like I usually do, which I've been told to stay away from by some other branding people. There's a formula. This is the reason why everybody does this. Well, fuck that. I'm over it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. At least I'm me. In fact, let's go to the compliments. I get complimented from time to time. You know, like I said, there's hate in there, but a lot of people say things like, you said something that made me feel good, or I get a message from one of the posts that I do that says, this is exactly what I needed to hear today. I get that a lot, and that's what makes me feel super good. The audience cares about this to answer Caleb's questions because they know that there's something in them that would make them extremely complete and happy. Let's figure out a way to bring it out together. Now, I'm going to give you a little example. I have a friend that I've been mentoring, and I've been doing this a lot, mentoring some people, from time to time. This guy reached out to me. Probably heard about me talking about him before. His name's Lee, and he's an educator. And he had some dreams, and he was stuck. And he just reached out to me out of the blue, out of nowhere. I didn't know him before this. And he said, I like your style. I like your vibe. I like your energy. I like your positivity. And I like the fact that you throw things against the wall and try, and that you do so with a plan. Now, sometimes I don't have a plan. Sometimes I throw things out on the wall, especially on the Lex and Terry show, just to get a response for people, to see what people are thinking. And those people, I mean, by my staff members, my friends on the show, they'll tell me the truth, like the butter show that I was working and still am working. What am I saying? It's, I thought that started that off as a joke, to tell you the truth. And I did have an idea for it, but I just thought I would throw it out there. But the response I got from so many people was, you need to try this. So I am. But I got together with this Lee guy, and I started helping him figure out who he truly was and what his mission on earth was. And this is a talent that I truly have. And I love it. I love watching people's faces change. I love watching their posture change. I love watching their breathing getting deeper and deeper and deeper, and their confidence rising. I love that so much. And he wrote a book. He wanted to write a book, and I helped him, encourage him to write a book. In fact, I believe that I was the one that told him he should write a book, and he did it. He did it. In fact, here's a page from his book. The acknowledgments right at the start. It says, to Terry James. I'm honored that he thanked me in his book. It says, a mentor, a friend, and a life changer. Thank you for pouring into me when I was running on empty. Your words sparked a fire in me. Your belief gave me courage, and your wisdom reshaped my outlook on what is possible. I might never have written this book without your influence, and I'll never forget that. Thank you for reminding me of who I am. Wow. All of this shows me I'm right on the right track. Thanks to Caleb. I've got a few more exercises to do, and if you guys want more of this, watching me go through it, if this helps you, just message me somewhere and I'll keep going with this. If not, I get it. I'm just going to keep going. Like I said, it's dark in Seattle, and I got nothing but passion burning in me and ready to get things going. All right, guys, have a great day. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate you. Adios. And again, Caleb, thank you so much. Appreciate you.